welcome guys. It's Evan here with another video. And today we are going to be talking about email prospecting to get more commercial clients. So email marketing is a pretty known strategy for people that are doing commercial cleaning, janitorial services, or even let's say Airbnb and vacation rental cleaning, where you essentially want to reach these decision makers like office managers, property managers, realtors. And one of the most common questions that I hear for people that are doing this is they're just not getting any responses on their emails. So there could be a few technical reasons. To dissect that a little further, normally you would start having to look at things like, well, are your emails actually getting opened? Okay, they are getting opened, but people just aren't responding to them. Or maybe they're not getting opened, meaning you're entering the spam box, so people just aren't seeing them. So there's a few little things that you have to consider first as to why you might not be getting the response rate. But again, those are pretty technical details. Overall, it really comes down to two main things of why you aren't getting the results with your outbound email. One of the first things is just simply volume. So we really have to ask ourselves, how much output are we doing? How many emails are we actually sending per week? And sometimes people have unrealistic expectations of this, especially if your emails are very generic and templated. What most people will do is they might get a list of realtors in their area or a list of like restaurant owners or office owners and just create like a very generic email that says, hey, my name is so-and-so with blank commercial cleaning. I was wondering if you needed our service. Maybe we can set up a time to talk, something like that. And they just press send. So there's zero personalization. There's not really a strong incentive for the person receiving this email. Spamming people does work, but you have to make up for it in volume. You have to really be sending a lot of emails per week if you're going to keep it very generic sounding and templated. So most people are doing this approach, but they're only, let's say, emailing like 50 businesses per week, which is just simply not enough volume to get the actual amount of walkthroughs that you probably need. So I would look to increase those numbers by at least a few hundred per week to start off with. It can be quite a time investment because now it's not just a matter of getting a list of businesses and sending out a bunch of emails per week. Now you have more variables they have to think about, which is, are your emails going to the inbox? Are you blacklisted? Do you have like your SPF and DKIM and DMARC settings on your email set up properly to ensure your best deliverability rates and stuff like that? So again, I don't want to go down that route, but that is just something to keep in mind for people that are doing email at a really large volume. So this is really a twofold thing, because the other point I wanted to address was how personalized are your emails? If we think of email personalization and volume of emails as kind of this balancing act, the less personalized your emails are, the more you have to make up with it in volume, and then vice versa. The more personalized your emails are, the less volume you realistically have to include. When I say personalized emails, I'm not just talking about plugging in the merge first name custom variable in MailChimp with, let's say, like the first name column of your Excel chart and being like, great, I have the business owner's first names. It's personalized enough. We're far past that. People are getting smarter. People know what's going on. So you want to make sure that really that first line of the email is your best chance at capturing their attention. And that's what's really going to determine if someone sits down for a few minutes and reads your email, or they just click archive or add it to the trash and never read it. So personalization, what this means is actually doing a little bit of research from the company ahead of time and finding out a cool fact about them or something interesting about their company and actually putting that in the email. You really want this to sound like you care about their company and you did your research and you would love the opportunity to work together with them. Most people just simply don't take the time to do this. But in my opinion, if you want to get the best of both worlds where you're sending out a pretty decent volume of emails, but you're also personalized enough to where you don't have to send 1,000 emails just to get one reply, this really is the best approach. You guys can do this yourself, or you can hire a freelancer to do this for you, where let's say they just go to the website or the Google My Business listing of these companies, find out an interesting fact about the owner, and make a first line, an icebreaker, as I like to call it, that's very specific. So an example of this might be something like, hey, Jeff, just stumbled upon your company through Yelp. Just wanted to congratulate you and your business partner, Marino, for your 13-year anniversary. I saw that you guys won a lot of awards this year in the state of Missouri. Congratulations. Hope business is going well. And then after you guys do that point is when you would move on to the rest of your email. And the rest of the email can actually be pretty templated because you had that first line that was very specific to the business owner. Does this approach take more time than the previous, hey, I'm just going to create one templated email that's very generic and then just send to everybody? Absolutely, this takes way more time, but you also save the headache of not wondering so much if your emails are landing in spam and people are marking you as spam and sending, like I said, 1,000 emails only to get one response. In my opinion, this is kind of the best of both worlds. You can outsource this and scale laterally if you choose to do so. So guys, that is my 2 cents on outbound email prospecting and really any type of cold outbound that you're doing. You know, even if you guys decide to do like door knocking or cold calling to get more commercial contract opportunities, if you guys can come equipped ahead of time with information about the business and actually use that to your advantage, that is also going to give you a higher conversion rate of getting walkthroughs scheduled and reaching the decision maker. So it really can work in any form of outbound prospecting. But guys, that's pretty much it. If you found value from this video and you are ready to start implementing, go ahead and drop a like on this video and make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Feel free to leave a comment below and I'll catch you for the next one.